Chris, there are times when you just get the feeling somebody doesn't want to talk to you. There's Brian Westfall right there. Brian, why are you backing up?
Like when they hightail it on a tractor, plowing into anything in their path just to get away from you.
But then again, Brian Westfall is fairly well known around these parts for not wanting to speak to anyone.
At least not about Amanda Jones, a young woman who claims she was carrying his baby before she suddenly vanished 11 years ago.
And she hasn't been seen or heard from since?
No, she has not.
And Westfall, the last known person to see Amanda before she disappeared, has maintained a vow of silence about the case all this time, except for an initial interview with police.
He cooperated at first by coming to the office and was interviewed by 2 detectives.
Leaving Amanda's grieving family hanging in an agonizing limbo, still not knowing what on earth happened to her daughter and her unborn child.
I heard people call Mandy or Amanda. I would look to see. Wasn't her.
And the baby, you know, that's not only one life, but there's 2 lives here. You know, where did the baby go?
Amanda was a 26-year-old divorced single mom who worked at a local bank and was well loved by everyone who knew her in the rural community of Festus, Missouri.
She loved her family, she loved life. She was just always bubbly, full of life.
And nobody has missed her more than her family, especially 14-year-old daughter Hannah, who was only 4 when Amanda went missing.
She told me I was her princess, and I said that she was her angel.
Hannah was Amanda's pride and joy.
Very devoted mother, very devoted. Her and Hannah did everything together.
She loved being a mother, and she wanted to be a mother of more than one child.
And it looked like Amanda was going to get her wish when she became pregnant with the baby she said was fathered by Brian Westfall, a local farm boy she dated very briefly after meeting him at an office Christmas party at the local civic center, where he was a volunteer.
And when Amanda found out that she was pregnant, what was her reaction?
When she told me about it, I was a little shocked. And I asked her, how do you feel? And she goes, I'm happy about it. It's a little surprising, but I'm happy. You know, I want to have another baby. I'm excited.
Amanda's family members were just as thrilled as Amanda.
It was a happy moment for us. And she was afraid to tell her dad.
Because she knew that I didn't agree with sex before marriage.
She didn't know how he would react.
And I said, well, I'll treat this one and love this one just like I did the other one. She said, you aren't mad? I said, no.
But reportedly not so excited was Brian Westfall, who already had a long-time girlfriend.
He told her that it's not his, but he would pay for her to have an abortion.
Wait, it wasn't his?
That's what he said.
But even though it's not his, he's going to pay for Amanda to have an abortion.
Exactly. That's like, why would you do that if it's not yours?
And what was Amanda's response?
No. She said, I don't believe in abortion. I'll raise this child on my own.
And Amanda's family says she began preparing for the arrival of her baby, which she had learned was a boy, and had already named him Hayden.
She had her nursery all ready. She had the baby bed set up. She had everything all laid out. It really looked good.
When Amanda was 8.5 months pregnant and the big day was fast approaching, Mom Bertha says her daughter reached out to Westfall again.
And wanted to know if he had changed his mind about having a relationship with the baby. She was going to give him one more chance. And as far as I know, he said no.
But a short time later, Amanda's family says she got a surprise Sunday morning phone call from Westfall, asking if he could meet to talk about the baby, and then go to lunch at a restaurant called, ominously, Off the Hook.
She was happy. She goes, maybe, you know, maybe he's gonna say he wants to be in his life.
She was so bubbly. Bubbly than I'd seen her in a long time.
You know, she thought, oh, you know, he's going to take responsibility for this baby. She'd come to church and she was so happy. Everybody even at church noticed how happy she was and how glowing her face was.
As planned, Amanda left church to go meet Westfall at the Civic Center at 1 p.m.
She kissed Hannah and she told her, she says, Mommy, we'll see you in a couple hours.
But Hannah would never see Mommy again. Next up, Amanda is reported missing just hours after her meeting with Westfall, the last known person to see her before she disappeared, and the first person cops want to talk to.
He's the last person that we can document that saw Amanda.
And for the first time ever, I find myself chasing down a man on a tractor.
And your son just ran away in his trailer.
We are not. No, he did not.
Oh, come on.